welcome all of you for today's webinar. As you're all aware, last year we launched a mental health website called as We Are in This Together. And the whole aim and vision of this website is to empower, to educate, to begin and to have important conversations on issues relating to mental health. And we've been doing since the last 1 year, bringing forth a lot of important people, important thought process, important ideas, discussions that we should all be having, especially in this era since last year, since we are all going through this pandemic. We've also launched our helpline, which is called as Sakar Sobat Boluya. It's one of the first mental health helplines in the state, and it's there 24/7 for any of you. If you ever need to call someone in the state of crisis, please do so. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And we have a very lovely guest with us this afternoon. We have Dr. Juhi Deshmukh. Dr. Juhi is an assistant professor of psychology in the Department of Psychology, Savitribai Phule Pune University. Her areas of research and specialization include neuropsychology, positive psychology, cognitive and clinical psychology. She's a counselor and member at Pre-Litigation Council, Family Court, Pune. She is also a member of the Central and Forensic Science Laboratory Technical and Evaluation Committee, Government of India. She has been conducting various workshops for various corporate offices, government departments, and educational institutes. Also, I'm very happy to say that Dr. Juhi is also part of our team of psychologists at our website. So anybody who wishes to contact her, please go on to wait.in and you'll be able to book a session with Dr. Juhi, who I'm sure will be available once you just book her from the calendar that is there. Thank you, Juhi, so much. We're absolutely delighted to have you here with us today, and we can't wait to get to know, how we are going to go forward, with these different discussions that we have planned on relationships. And since I think this is the need of the hour to really, talk about, the changes that have happened in our entire relationships since last year, especially since during the pandemic. I think there's a very important conversation to have and to let people know what tools that you can also give them to see how we can make our existing relationships better with our own selves, with our partners, with our spouses, our family members, our colleagues. So let's begin this. So my first things I think I would like to begin with you, Juhi, is what do you mean by, when we say that we want to develop and cultivate conscious relationships? What does that even mean?
Okay, first of all, thank you so much, everyone. The Sakar Media Foundation, a whole effort, especially Ms. Mrunal Pawar and the entire team, a lot of hard work, a lot of reach out to the society and discussing something which I think is very pivotal in today's times. Pandemic, I look at this whole situation in a way that because of the pandemic, I think this is a blessing in disguise that we are talking about relationships, which I think for a very long time was beneath the sheets. We weren't discussing about them because dealing with youngsters, talking to a lot of students on everyday basis, then working at the court. This is one thing I've seen, that we are all, every one of us, we are all running on an illusionary treadmill. There's constant work, there are aspirations, there are ambitions, and something that takes a backseat in this rush to achieve and go higher is your relationship. So I think a big thank you to the whole media group for talking about this very, very important issue. And not just this, I've been seeing Sakai talking about very, very important mental health issues over a span of time. So thank you so much. For giving me this opportunity to connect with the whole mass from your medium. See, when we talk about cultivating conscious relationships, I want to talk on two things. There are two words which exist together, and I really want to talk about it. First is contact and connect. Whenever you talk to the elderly, you get a lot of wisdom. I was talking to Professor Satish Chandran Kumar from Mumbai University, who happens to be the head of the department, a few days back on relationships. And that's what we discussed, It is very, very important to have these two things and analyze what kind of contact and connection you have with yourself and what do you have with others. So, You every day get up, get ready. You're conscious what you'll be wearing, how you'll be dressing, whom you'll be meeting, what watch to wear, what dress to wear, uh, what hairstyle to have, and then you go to office, attend your meetings, whatever work you do, and you come back. This is just a contact with the self, not a connect. How much time every day I devote and think about myself? What do I really want? What is going in my mind? That inner dialogue of what gives me happiness. Is what I'm doing every day giving me peace of mind? Is this really what I want? So that is first conscious step, that conscious relationship with self, and everything other follows. So once you have that good connect, not contact with yourself, then you can have a good connect with others around. Now, what is happening in relationships as well is the same. We meet every day, we sit, have breakfast, busy in our mobile phones, then we in a day call each other, and any relationship. I'm not confining myself to only husband and wife or only boyfriend and girlfriend or to like parents also, family members also, brothers and sisters also. So that's a quick call and then it's like an off. So important is to understand how much time we have that eye contact. Do we touch each other frequently? Do we hug or cuddle each other frequently? Do we actually have those often handshakes with our friends, those hugs with our friends? So until unless I'm sorted with myself, I'm not going to go a step further. So if you ask me a conscious relationship, so a first conscious relationship starts with my relationship, what I have with myself, and then a conscious relationship where I have a clear communication. I talk frequently. I connect with my relatives, my close people, my intimate relationship with an idea to see how much I'll help to make them grow or give them peace, give them happiness, and how lesser of validation I seek from outside. So I think that is a conscious relationship one needs to have with the self and then with others.
आता जे तू म्हणालीस जुही, that was very important की आपण how many times do we really make an eye contact. खूपदा आपण बघतो की आपण ऑफिसमध्ये असतो, घरी जेवताना कोणाशी बोलताना सतत आपले फोन चालू असतात. We are also simultaneously messaging, checking our emails, listening to the conversation that we are having with our family members. So आपलं attention is never singularly with that one individual. आपण 10 गोष्टी करता करता समोर आपण लक्ष द्यायचा प्रयत्न करत असतो. So are you saying की the presence in everyday life with people that you are with, completely be present with them is what I'm understanding that one needs to do first.
Absolutely. आणि खूप गरज आहे आय कॉन्टॅक्ट. आणि हे कधी होणार, मी कधी आय कॉन्टॅक्ट ठेवणार, मी कधी बॉडी लँग्वेज माझी प्रो असेल एखाद्या रिलेशनशिप मध्ये, जेव्हा माझी ही तयारी आहे की मी बाकी सगळं सोडून त्या माणसाबरोबर एखादा काही तुम्ही डिसाईड केलेला टाइम मी त्यांच्या बरोबर काढू शकते, किंवा त्याच्यात मी पूर्णपणे फक्त त्याच माणसाबरोबर आहे. आय एम नॉट ऑक्युपाइड विथ एनिथिंग एल्स. हा विचार, दॅट इज अ कॉन्शियस रिलेशनशिप, जिथे मी पूर्णपणे त्या रिलेशनशिप मध्ये आहे, फिजिकली, मेंटली, इमोशनली.
So also आपण जेव्हा म्हणतो की deep presence as we are practicing, even we have to have skills of even deep listening. खूपदा आपण एखादी पटकनी जजमेंट करतो किंवा आपण तोडून समोरच्या माणसाचं वाक्य पूर्ण होऊ देत नाही. We project our own thoughts, our own feelings without even completely being empathetic or even listening to the other person. So can you also say that even deep listening without and responding from that place rather than जे आपण जे एक knee jerk reaction असते, पटकिनी कोणी काही बोललं आणि आपल्याला आवडलं नाही तर आपण फटकिनी आपलं रिएक्शन देतो त्याला. तर त्याला हाऊ डू ऑल्सो सजेस्ट की आपण तो आपण रिस्पॉन्स कसा द्यायचा, हाऊ डू वी लिसन डीपली, व्हॉट आर द वेज टू डू दॅट?
एक्झॅक्टली. सी, it's often said that we listen to respond and not to understand. So गरज कशाची आहे की एकतर सगळ्यात इम्पॉर्टंट आहे ऑलरेडी प्रीकन्सिव्ड नोशन्स. आणि परत तोच पॉइंट आहे, प्रीकन्सिव्ड नोशन्स नाही ठेवून किंवा समोरच्या माणसाला पूर्णपणे ऐकून मग त्याच्यावर कन्क्लुजन देणे, किंवा एकदा कधीतरी हे विचार करावा की समोरचा माणूस जो बोलतोय, गिव्ह देम टाइम. And if you have not understood it well, if you have some confusion, ask what do you mean, rather than directly jumping to the conclusion. That time, that space is important. But then I think, Mrunal, again, I'll emphasize on the same stuff. When will it happen? When I have this year, when I have this ability to give time for my own thought process, when I sit and I'm calm, there's so much already going inside my mind that I cannot focus probably on other things. So, हे करणं खूप खूप गरजेचं आहे.
So it really means taking that pause, being able to listen deeply, understand what the person is saying, and then respond from that space of presence.
Exactly.
So each of us are also wholly responsible for how we show up in the relationships. So when we say ki I'm wholly responsible in how I show up in any relationship, be it a love relationship, be it marriage, be it friendship, the wholly responsible manje kai? How do I really wholly show up and be wholly responsible in that? Maji responsible.
Yeah, true. That's a very, very good question. And I think this question lies the, the initial beginning of any relationship. How do I show up in a relationship? I'll give you an example. When I talk to a lot of youngsters, they come up with heartbreaks. Those who are having their, in young age, they have their affairs, they have their relationship. And a lot of them, they come and say that, मला तर असं वाटते तिचा माझ्यात एवढा इंटरेस्ट नाहीये, किंवा आता मला वेळ देत नाहीये, त्याचा एवढा इंटरेस्ट नाहीये, तो आता वेळ देत नाहीये. आधी असं नव्हतं. बरं का बरं तुला असं वाटतं की त्याला आता वेळ नाहीये? मग सतत म्हणतो आता माझी परीक्षेची तयारी आहे, किंवा मला काहीतरी करायचंय, आई वडिलांना माझ्याकडनं अपेक्षा आहेत, आणि कधीतरी आम्ही खूप फिरायला जायचो, बोलायचो, तर असलं काहीच होत नाहीये. आता तू मला बॅकसीट दिलेली आहे त्यांनी. बरं. आणि देन one statement comes, आणि असं नाही आमचं काही खूप कमिटेड नव्हतं, we never had commitments. Okay. So now this gives an insight की पहिला जे आपण म्हणतो how do you show up in a relationship. First thing is, every human beings, we have something in our lives which is going on in parallel. कदाचित मी थोडंसं डायग्रेस करेन आणि मग परत ह्यावर येते. See, we live in a world where people are living into a life of self. Instant gratification. Immediately I want everything, and everything is surrounded around me. My happiness, my peace, my pleasure, my time. What about others? You can't only have yourself, but this is what happens. But then there is so much, when you're so occupied in yourself, there's so much which is happening at your own personal end. There are a lot of frustrations which come from there. There are a lot of irritations. There are a lot of resentments I have from myself. Sometimes I'm not able to work well. Sometimes I'm not able to be 100% of what I'm expected to do. I have my own frustrations. I have my own conflicts. I have my own complexes which bleed onto the relationship, which reflect onto the relationship. You'll be surprised when we see in courts. Now, look at this one relationship, when we're talking about these two students who have, or two youngsters who have a relationship. The boy may have some other set of important commitments to do, but that has never come out right to the girl. Same when I see in courts, lot many number of times. People have complained, I have my office, what do I do? Shall I leave my work? There are a lot of commitments. She's sitting at home. She doesn't understand. She doesn't understand work priorities. Or her line is entirely different. Her profession doesn't call for so many things, but mine does. Okay, but have you at all discussed this with peace? The biggest problem is anger. And I always say anger is, it's like a bodyguard for you. The moment I feel vulnerable, I feel low, I feel being targeted, I show my anger, so that nobody is able to touch my sensitive areas. And this is what happens in a situation or in a relationship, which should not happen. So how you show up in a relationship absolutely is up to you. When you have so many things at the back, when you have so many resentments, or when you're not sorted on your own self, that's going to reflect in that relationship and it becomes bad. So rather than saying that, please understand me, you say, why don't you ever understand me? That's your problem. So on the contrary, if somebody says, if you would have, can you patiently listen to me? Or I will be happy if you listen to me. Or I'll be at peace if at least you understand me. changes the situation. So how you show up in a relationship completely depends on you. And a lot of situations won't worsen up if you try and have that stitch on time, and you are more, how should I say, you're more smooth in showing yourself. But again, that smoothness has to be in you first before you showing it to others.
What I'm also hearing म्हणजे याच्यात की आपले खूप अनरिअलिस्टिक गोल्स पण असतात आपल्या पार्टनर्स. आपण आपल्या पार्टनर्सला बघून असं वाटतं की दे आर गोइंग टू फिक्स द सिच्युएशन, किंवा ती रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी त्यांच्यावरती जास्त आहे. मी तर नेहमीच समजून घेते, पण तो मला समजून घेत नाही किंवा ती मला समजून घेत नाही. सो हे जे अनरिअलिस्टिक जे खूपदा गोल्स असतात, आपण हे अनरिअलिस्टिक गोल्स घेऊनच आपण खूपदा रिलेशनशिप्स मध्ये येतो विदाउट रिअलायझिंग की हे आपले स्वतःचे प्रोजेक्शन्स आहेत का. इज इट समथिंग दॅट I needed to do and I'm asking the other person to in fact fix it or do it for me. So खूपदा आपण हे बघतो की हे अनरिअलिस्टिक गोल्स, अनरिअलिस्टिक एक्सपेक्टेशन्स यांनी सुद्धा रिलेशनशिप वरती असं एक वजन येतं, बिकॉज देन दे डोंट नो हाऊ टू डील विथ दीज अनरिअलिस्टिक गोल्स. तर तू याच्याबद्दल काही सांगू शकतेस का, कसं आपण हे अनरिअलिस्टिक गोल्स बाजूला ठेवून एक ऑथेंटिक वे ऑफ अंडरस्टँडिंग, एम्पथायझिंग, की खरोखरच आपण can we meet each other halfway, आणि आपण ही जी लँग्वेज आहे की तू हे करतो तुझ्यामुळे असं होतं असं म्हणण्यापेक्षा can we use a I language more, things like I am feeling this or I need this, मला याची गरज आहे, हे सुद्धा आपण खूपदा शांतपणे सांगत नाही. तर हे जे अनरिअलिस्टिक गोल्स आहे, हे अनरिअलिस्टिक गोल्स कुठनं येतात, म्हणजे का आपण एवढं प्रोजेक्ट करतो आपल्या पार्टनर.
परत मला असं वाटतं हा सगळ्यात मोठा आणि खूप सेन्सिटिव्ह मुद्दा आहे, जो मला असं वाटतं 90% रिलेशनशिप मध्ये हा इश्यू आहे, स्पेशली व्हेन आय टॉक अबाउट यंगस्टर्स. पहिलं अनरिअलिस्टिक म्हणजे काय, एक सगळ्यांना समजून घ्यायला हवंय पहिलं की यू कॅन नॉट हॅव इट ऑल. इट कॅन नॉट बी 100, and there is no such thing as perfect relationship. You have to work to get a perfect relationship, a relationship where both of the partners, they are happy. So everybody and both have to work. Unrealistic काय होतं ना याच्यात, फक्त एकच माणूस काम करतो आणि दुसऱ्याची काही तयारी नाहीये, तर त्या दुसऱ्या माणसाला, आणि स्पेशली जो मिडल एज ग्रुप आहे, से अराउंड 40s to 50 and 55, that's one group I think that is most affected by this. They've been born and brought up in a way where they've been told that sacrifice or taking a step ahead, that is the only way, or that is something very much obvious and they need to put that into a relationship, which is not the story. Unrealistic goals, first everybody has to understand that no relationship can be perfect and both the partners have to work for it. One single person investing a lot into a relationship will only lead to resentment, grudges, and never an authentic love. Now, what are these unrealistic demands? So, first thing, as I said, don't look for perfection. You can't have everything in your partner. Second, don't expect your partner to solve all your problems always. Don't expect them that, that they should be at par with someone. And when I constantly keep comparing, this is the biggest problem that I see when I sit with couples to counsel. माझ्या बहिणीचा नवरा आता तो असा आहे, तो येतो आणि वेळ पण देतो आणि ऑफिसला पण जातो, मग ह्यांचं कसं ऑफिसला एवढाच वेळ जातो, ह्यांनाच कसं. सो कदाचित खूप शक्यता असेल की हे सगळं मेंड होऊ शकतं नीट बोलून, पण ते होतच नाही, कारण की कम्पॅरिजन्स. So stop having unrealistic goals, in a sense. Stop comparing. Stop demanding the perfect thing. Third important thing is always understand that there is a difference between sacrifice and service. Your relationship needs service, never sacrifices. So you will first stop being, always compromising in a relationship. And what people need to do is set boundaries. Need to have boundaries, and boundaries in every possible way. You need to have a physical boundary. This much of work I can do, and this much amount of work beyond this I cannot do. And always know that people will be different in this. Emotional boundary is very, very important. एखादा कपल आला ना तर काही प्रॉब्लेम नसते, पण द फिमेल ओनली हॅज अ पॉइंट. ह्यांना सांगा फक्त एकदम जोरात किंवा ओरडून माझ्याशी बोलू नका. ते सतत तसेच बोलतात. मला पुढे काही समजतच नाही मॅडम, आणि मला इतका त्रास होतो की त्यानंतर की मी काहीच मला बोलता येत नाही, किंवा मग मी आतल्या आत घुसमटते. See, such a simple thing, because there is no emotional boundary. You have to tell the person in front that, see, everything is acceptable only when you talk in a low volume. I won't take it. But when you say it calmly, in a composed manner, without fighting, that goes straight. Sexual boundary is very, very important. See, this is, I think, I compulsorily would want to talk about it, especially in terms of youngsters. Guys, always remember, the ladder always goes up. It doesn't stop on 1 or 2. So for girls and boys both, clearly know what is I'm not pinpointing your boundaries, but you need to set your boundaries. What is enough for you? What is something you won't want? So simple example, a lot of people, youngsters in relationship, they're okay when they're going out and but then interacting with one another. They're okay with that physical intimacy or sexual intimacy also. But however, they do not like the public display of it. On the other hand, some other partner would want the public display. That why don't you hold my hand when we are around people? This is very specific to every person. You need to know what your partner wants. And that is what people need to understand. And I think that little bit molding is not sacrifice. That's not a difficult thing to do. So these intellectual boundaries, you both may have very different set of jobs. Respect each other. Don't always say your work is easy or your work is difficult. कसा तू दिवसभर हेडफोन लावून एकाच कोपऱ्यात बसून राहतो, तुमचा काय हा जॉब आहे, अजिबात मला आवडत नाही. Imagine, think about the person who's doing it day in and out for everyone in the house. When you say this, it is hurting. So that has to be understood by us. Next, very, very important thing is financial boundaries. When you are having unrealistic goals, this is what people mistake. You know, a husband who's earning well will always set boundaries for the wife, or vice versa. A wife will set the boundaries for the husband. Do not control people financially. Yes, there has to be fixed things, how much money we'll be spending, how much we need to save, but there has to be clarity on that. Don't have constant questions. Where do you spend? You always waste money. These kind of things are derogatory. So, this is unrealistic when you want a person to be a clone of you. It cannot happen. Nobody knows what goes in your mind and how you think. People will have different ways. People will have different styles. That has to be understood very well. So I think once you set good boundaries, then is when you don't expect, or, that doesn't become unrealistic, which will really help people.
I think what you said are two very important things. In a relationship, it has to be about service and not sacrifice. आणि हे जे आहे सॅक्रिफाईस, याला मी म्हणेन की याची कंडिशनिंग खूप जास्त आहे फ्रॉम फॅमिली, फ्रॉम ग्रँड मदर्स, की तू मुलगी आहेस, हे तुझं तर कामच आहे सॅक्रिफाईस करणं. ही पहिली गोष्ट सगळ्यांना सांगितली जाते. पण हे सर्व्हिस आहे आणि सॅक्रिफाईस नाही, हा एक खूप विचारामधला मोठा बदल आहे, जो फार कॉन्शियसली केला पाहिजे टू रिअली पुट इन द बेस्ट फुट इन द मॅरेज. And the other thing is what you spoke about boundaries, म्हणजे इव्हन इंटिमेसी बाउंड्रीज, फायनान्शियल बाउंड्रीज. मला वाटतं खूपदा तू पण बघत असशील कोर्टमध्ये सुद्धा सगळे हे इगो इश्यूज, या सगळे खूपदा सॅलरीज, पे स्ट्रक्चर किंवा फायनान्शियली मी एवढं दिलं नाही माझ्या स्पाउसला तर माझा तिच्यावरती जास्त कंट्रोल राहील. इट्स ऑल्सो लॉट अबाउट कंट्रोल, ऑल ऑफ दीज बाउंड्रीज इज वेल. आणि जस्ट बाय बिंग अवेअर की या सगळ्या गोष्टी, या बाउंड्रीज असं काही आहे आणि मी याच्याबद्दल विचार केला पाहिजे, that awareness itself is a first step to think, what should my next step be, or how should I, that changes the relationship with self, because you have to go back and तुम्हाला विचार करायला लागतो की माझी कंडिशनिंग किती याच्यामध्ये इन्व्हॉल्व आहे, मी कधी अशा पद्धतीने विचार केला का. व्हेरी व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट थिंग्स दॅट यू हॅव ब्रॉट अप. मला तुला विचारायचं आहे, मागच्या वर्षीपासून जेव्हापासून आपलं पॅन्डेमिक सुरू झालंय, त्याच्यातनं सुद्धा सगळे आज वर्क फ्रॉम होम करतात आहे, किंवा जे रोमॅन्टिक रिलेशनशिप्स मध्ये आहेत आणि जे हु आर नॉट मॅरिड त्यांचं लॉंग डिस्टन्स रिलेशनशिप सुरू आहे. तर या पॅन्डेमिक मध्ये सुद्धा आपण बघितलंय की या सगळ्या रिलेशनशिप्स वरती खूप मोठा इम्पॅक्ट झालाय. घरात सुद्धा एकत्र 24 तास राहून सुद्धा इज अ प्रॉब्लेम. सगळ्यांनाच ते हवं असतं असं नाही, आणि जे भेटू शकत नाही त्यांची पण वेगळे इश्यूज असतात. तर या पॅन्डेमिक मध्ये तुला काय काय पद्धतीचं म्हणजे व्हॉट इज युअर आउटलुक ऑन दिस, की तुझ्याकडे एवढे आता सगळे रिलेशनशिप गायडन्स साठी येतात, व्हॉट हॅव यू बीन टेलिंग देम, म्हणजे काय शिकायला मिळतं की आपण या पॅन्डेमिक मधनं जे नवीनच पहिल्यांदा सगळ्यांनी अनुभवलं आहे, कसं आपण आपला अप्रोच किंवा आपण काय केलं पाहिजे याच्यात. आता आपण बघतोय की पॅन्डेमिकचा हा स्ट्रेच वाढतच चाललाय, लॉकडाऊन वाढत चाललंय किंवा अजून हे कदाचित जास्त वाढेल. तर हाऊ डू वी रिअली वर्क ऑन आवर रिलेशनशिप्स जेव्हा आपण खूप एकत्र पण असतो किंवा आपण फार कमी भेटतो, या दोन एक्स्ट्रीम्स मध्ये.
हा परत खूप खूप महत्वाचा प्रश्न आहे. अँड आय थिंक ह्याच्यावर एक्झॅक्टली एक स्पेक्ट्रम आहे. एक एंड आहे अशा लोकांचा जे सतत दिवसभर बरोबर आहेत आणि मग आता प्रॉब्लेम्स व्हायला लागले, ग्रॅज्युअली शिफ्ट करतो, बरोबर आहेत पण वेळ नाही एकामेकासाठी, आणि मग लोक म्हणतात तू ऑफिसमध्येच बरा होता, तू ऑफिसमध्येच बरी होती, निदान संध्याकाळी येऊन आपण भेटायचो. अँड देन देर इज वन एंड वेअर पीपल आर नॉट एबल टू मीट ऍट ऑल, जिथे लोकांना आपसात वेळ मिळत नाहीये, लोक भेटत नाहीये. I would like to answer this to everyone one by one. First of all, हे खूप खूप इम्पॉर्टंट आहे आपल्याला लक्षात घेणं, what kind of relationship you really want. Think about it first. म्हणजे मला असं वाटतं everyone who is having some kind of dilemma, some kind of confusion, some kind of discomfort, or at all broken relationships, a broken affair during the pandemic, or anything, give it a vigilant thought what kind of relationship you want, which is one problem that people do not address. We live in a society where we know, okay, आता ही एज आहे, लव्ह अफेअर्स होणारच, रिलेशनशिप होणारच, पण खूप यंगस्टर्सना हे समजत नाही की जे तुम्हाला कॅज्युअल, जे तुम्ही शब्द वापरता ना, खूप यंगस्टर्स वापरतात, मॅम दिस इज अ कॅज्युअल रिलेशनशिप where we want to be with one another. This casual has a baggage which it leaves on you. This casual gives an impact on your heart. It gives you emotional scars at times, which you carry and which you, I think, probably generalize in all the relationships you're going to have in future. Guys, be very vigilant in the relationship you're investing. That's, I really want to say. So first thing, what do you really want from the relationship? What kind of relationship? Casual means what? Please sort. So I asked a lot of people, कॅज्युअल किंवा कमिटमेंट नाहीये, मग कॅज्युअल म्हणजे काय, काय कॅज्युअलचा अर्थ काय, की नाही आम्ही लग्न करणार की नाही ह्याबद्दलचा आम्ही विचार नाही केलाय. बरं, मग बाकी काय, नाही बाकी एव्हरीथिंग इज नो. देन आय फील बॅड व्हेन ही टॉक्स टू अदर गर्ल्स. आय हॅव अ प्रॉब्लेम इफ ही डजंट कॉल मी. माय इम्पल्स इज टू लो दॅट इफ पीपल डोंट रिस्पॉन्ड, हे सगळा प्रॉब्लेम. अँड देन विथ मॅरिड पीपल, माय हजबंड इज नॉट गिव्हिंग मी टाइम. Another important problem is because of the pandemic, the finances have been affected massively. Salary cuts are there, businesses are stooped down miserably, and that's adding to the, it's working like a kerosene to all this situation. So all this is happening. Now, when people want to understand that, how this is affecting and how to come out of it, first, know about your relationship, what kind of relationship you really want. And once you know that this is what I want in my relationship, in the similar way, try and invest the relationship. I always say this, you can't have a flower planted, or you cannot have a plant planted in your house. You don't water it, you don't put it in sunlight, and you want it to blossom. Sorry, it won't happen. There is no quick recipe to relationship. You have to invest, you have to serve, you have to be there compassionately. So decide a time. You can have everything running, so in any relationship, but there has to be some time that should be devoted to that important relationship. Something where you have the physical, mental, emotional, all types of presence. And next, very, very important, know what you want from the relationship. Do you really wish to be in the relationship or not? And if at all the answer is yes, then decide that other things of life, they're just medium to be happy. They're not completely a part of your life. I always say this to people: your academics, your jobs, your businesses, anything of it, these are just part of your life. This is not your complete life. Just for this one thing, you're sacrificing all the other things. You're not investing enough to your relationship. Today, everybody, I think during the pandemic, when I spoke to people who have been affected with COVID, they all said, all I understood in this while was, the only people which stand for me during all this is my family, is my relationships. Your work won't come, your boss won't come, your colleagues, even if they wish good for you, they can't come for you. So this is your relationships. So think about it and then invest into it. And as I think, Runal, another very important thing, I think, which we spoke about, service and sacrifice. Always know anything which is giving you pain and you're not able to do in a relationship and you're forced to do is a sacrifice unnecessarily. But anything. So, if one partner, I have so many clients who talk about this, that I was working on a very good position in an MNC, but I thought I want to invest in my family and I want to take a break and sit back at home. Some of them are doing baking, some of them are doing painting, some of them are doing nothing and happy in their families. This is not sacrifice. And service is when you really want to do something for your partners, for your people around, when you want to do something good for them, something that makes them happy. So all these things have to be there in a relationship if you really want that to be growing and nurturing.
बरोबर. So what I also hear you say is nurturing a relationship is very important. पण तू याच्यामध्ये काही टूल्स देशील का, की आपण जर का आपल्याला लॉंग डिस्टन्स रिलेशनशिप, आय एम नॉट मीटिंग माय पार्टनर ॲज ऑफन और माय बॉयफ्रेंड ॲज ऑफन, तर हे जे लॉंग डिस्टन्स रिलेशनशिप्स आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये ट्रस्ट हा एक खूप मोठा फॅक्टर येतो, अकाउंटेबिलिटी. तर हे जे आहे त्याच्यामध्ये काय, व्हॉट शुड वी बी डुईंग, हाऊ शुड वी रिअली व्हॉट टूल्स कॅन यू गिव्ह की आपण लॉंग डिस्टन्स रिलेशनशिपची ट्रस्ट, अकाउंटेबिलिटी, सर्व्हिस एज यू जस्ट सेड, and boundary that we just discussed, या सगळ्या गोष्टी धरून what does it look like, म्हणजे कसं आपण ते नर्चर केलं पाहिजे.
राईट. सी, लॉंग डिस्टन्स रिलेशनशिप, आय थिंक सगळ्यात मोठा भाग त्याच्यातला आहे ट्रस्ट. अँड stop doubting people every minute when your WhatsApp is not reverted in 5 minutes. So that is that impulse. Now this is the problem. We live in immediate gratification and impulse. पटकन पाहिजे मला ते. So now important काय, एखादी वेळ दिवसाची तुम्ही डिसाइड करा. That time you are involved only in that relationship and nobody else. And I'm not confining it to intimate or love relationship, romantic relationship. This exists with everyone, even your parents. Suppose I stay somewhere else and my parents are somewhere else. Don't take everybody for granted. Invest that time. So sometimes it can be a video call. Sometimes it can be, a good message. Nice, something, sending some good stuff. Talk constantly. You can't meet. So you have now so many other apps which help your purpose. And another important thing, I see a lot of youngsters now telling that start writing emails. You know what happens? When you're constantly on a camera or you're on phone, कदाचित लिहिण्याची त्यातली जी ब्युटी किंवा त्याच्यातला जो आनंद आहे ना, तो कॉन्व्हर्सेशन मध्ये येत नाही. डू दॅट. अँड देन अनदर इम्पॉर्टंट थिंग, हॅव दॅट म्युच्युअल रिस्पेक्ट. Understand that at times it is not easy for everybody to do it, and this is something new. We are doing it for the first time. We have never done it before. So probably समोरच्या माणसाला त्याच्यात हे जरा चॅलेंजिंग होऊ शकतं. काही लोकांना मला असं वाटतं हेही समजायला हवं, तुमचा पार्टनर खूप एक्सप्रेसिव्ह नसेलही. आता ह्या एक फेज मध्ये हा प्रॉब्लेम खूप मोठा आहे. तो नीट बोलतच नाही, हा हू करून बोलतो, मेसेजला फक्त हो नाही मध्ये किंवा 2 लाईन मध्येच उत्तर लिहितो. नाउ सी, always know what you have signed up for. If you are in a committed relationship, first know you are in commitment or not. What is casual and what is committed, have a clarity. And then decide. If you really believe in your partner, always know I've signed up for this person. These are the set of limitations, but these are the sides of strength. This is the time. Always count your blessings when you're apart. What good time you've spent together. दोन चार काहीतरी मला असं वाटतं लिमिटेशन्स होऊ शकतात तुमच्या पार्टनरची. But what are the strengths your partner is holding? What is the good side of your partner? Think about those things. Because I'm very sure when you meet, a lot of the misunderstandings will fade away. It's very complicated to have long distance relationships. So, and then also come out of that obsession, devote your time and energy to something important. Constantly don't think about that relationship because this is difficult time. This is not easy. So decide one specific time when you can meet, talk, interact, have email exchange, talk about different things. And आत्ता सतत करताना तुम्ही भेटू शकत नाही आहात, पॅन्डेमिक मध्ये काय प्रॉब्लेम आहे, कॉन्स्टंटली हे बोलू नका. This is the time Rather, I see this as a testing time for a relationship. Those who stand would really do very good later. So take it as a lesson from this.
That's wonderful, Dr. Julie. Also, I think, do you see an importance of being vulnerable? खूपदा आपण, we are so busy, we want to project a very strong self, की I'm unshakable, I'm unbreakable. आणि खूपदा आपल्या आत वेगवेगळे खूप गोष्टी सुरू असतात, through work, through issues with other relationships as well. So म्हणजे तुला काय वाटतं की being vulnerable, when you also show a side of you that is also weak, that is also, sometimes you're going through some pain, you're going through any problems. So when you also share, you think when we share our vulnerabilities, त्याच्यातनं सुद्धा आपण जवळ येऊ शकतो का एका दुसऱ्याशी?
100%. खूप म्हणजे, I think that's a very good advice that you have given everyone, that the vulnerabilities don't always hide them. And this is one thing I see specifically more of males doing it. Less on emotional expression. किंवा आपल्याला असं वाटतं की हे मला नको आहे बोलायला, मलाही नाही एक्सप्रेस करायचंय किंवा नाही बोलायचंय, दिस इज माय प्रॉब्लेम, आय विल ट्राय अँड मॅनेज विथ इट. That won't work. Probably when you show your vulnerability, when you show your problem, other person gets an insight to the situation. Okay, this is the thing this person is going through. So I'll give you a typical example. A few days back, I was talking to a young couple, and this is what was happening. The guy, he was being asked by the company to, I was asked that the salary would be paid in half, not the complete. So there was a huge, massive salary cut. They've recently purchased a house on which there was a lot of stress now. And this guy, he never wanted this to go to his wife, who's pregnant. So he thought, if I share this with my wife, she'll be again more vulnerable. She'll be more frustrated. There'll be a lot of stress she was constantly, she'll be facing. But then, thinking this was a conscious effort he made to not showcase the problem. On the contrary, always remember, we are human beings. We are not superhumans. This is a pandemic. This is a crisis. This is going to play on our mind. This is not something that happens every second day. So, when he hit this small little thing, like, I comparatively feel this thing from her, which was a temporary affair. The salaries are going to be okay again in some due course of time. But the way he was behaving, frustrated, agitated, not so interested, not discussing with her, and trying to, protect or project. And always remember, I've said this before also, the easiest defense of ego is anger, frustration, and, avoidance, which has its own toll on the other person. So the best way is go and discuss about it. I'm going through this much stress. There's a lot of problem. If he would have said this to his wife, so I said, okay, will it be okay if you share this with her? He said, no, ma'am, I'm really worried. If I share this with her, she's pregnant. But I said, okay, but every day, the way you're behaving, she sent me a list what is bothering her. That he doesn't eat with me. He doesn't talk with me frequently or very much. He doesn't ask me. He used to ask me every day, how do I feel? Am I feeling good? He used to go with me for walks. Even during the, lockdown, he used to walk in our small vicinity, in our small area. He's not doing it. I don't know what, because, and what conclusion did she take out? That probably there is a lack of sexual relationship, which is affecting us. See, this is not there, not even there in this person's mind, but this is how it affects the other person, because I am free to think the way I want when you don't tell me the reason. So best to speak about your vulnerabilities. I'm not good at expression, I'm worried, I'm stressed, or probably I'm not a person who's very expressive, or probably this I cannot speak right now. Give me some time, I'll be okay in due course of time. You need to share, and the other person will 100% have an empathetic outlook, but you need to share. I can only give you comfort when you come up with your problem. Nobody is a shaman to go and see inside what goes in your mind. So speak about your vulnerabilities to your partners. Your relationship becomes strong. Your relationship becomes trustworthy. They believe in you, and they love you even more when they see that you can confide in them. This is making, developing that trust in the relationship. So trust your relationships and talk about your vulnerabilities to your partners, and talk as much as you can. There's no limit to it.
I think it's a very important thing जे तू आता म्हणालीस की we are not mind readers. जर का सांगितलं नाही, ओपनली की मला आज कशाचा त्रास आहे, बीट वर्क, बीट फायनान्शियल, बीट एनी अदर इश्यूज, आपण बोललो नाही तर आपल्या पार्टनरला आपल्या मनात काय चाललं आहे हे कळण्याचा काही दुसरा काही मार्गच नाही. अँड देन इट इज ऑल्सो हॅपन्स ॲज यू सेड की आपल्या मनात दुसऱ्या स्टोरीज त्याच्या बनायला लागतात आणि वी हॅव अदर थिंग्स की हे होत असेल, ते होत असेल, मे बी माझ्यामध्येच त्याला काही प्रॉब्लेम दिसतो आहे. अशा वेगळ्या वेगळ्या स्टोरीज आर माइंड स्टार्ट्स प्लेइंग गेम्स ऑन अस. सो इट्स सो इम्पॉर्टंट की वेन वी टॉक अबाउट काय काय आज मला बॉदर करतंय, कशाचा मला त्रास आहे, टुगेदर यू कॅन फाइंड अ सोल्युशन विच विल ब्रिंग यू क्लोजर टू इच अदर रादर दॅन कीपिंग इट युअर सेल्फ. खूपदा आपण एखादी गोष्ट सांगत नाही हा विचार करून की एखादा चांगला पण हेतू असतो की समोरच्या माणसाला मी त्रास कशाला देऊ, माझे हे सगळे इश्यूज आहेत ते सांगून काय होणार आहे, मी माझ्यापर्यंतच ठेवतो. But it can have a negative impact on a partner who's seeing that person is becoming distant or is avoiding it. So very important thing, you know, what you said, ki we are all not mind readers आणि आपण बोलल्यावरच समोरच्या पार्टनरला समजू शकतं की आपल्या मनात काय सुरू आहे. So this brings me to the next thing की what does love language look like. म्हणजे आपण जी म्हणतो की love language जी आहे दुसऱ्याला आपण तू असंच करतो, तू 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 नेहमी अशीच असतेस असं म्हणण्यापेक्षा हाऊ डू वी मेक दोज आय स्टेटमेंट्स की आय फील रादर देन तू असाच आहेस. सो व्हॉट डू यू कॉन्स्टिट्यूट की आपण ही भाषा आणि ही लँग्वेज जरी आपण बदलली ऑटोमॅटिकली समोरच्या माणसाचा किंवा मुलीचा रिस्पॉन्स सुद्धा तसा बदलायला लागतो. सो कॅन यू टॉक अबाउट व्हॉट इज दिस लव्ह लँग्वेज, कशा पद्धतीचं कॉन्व्हर्सेशन आपण केलं पाहिजे की ज्याच्याने वी विल गेट at least we will be in a place where we are responding and not reacting.
खूप खूप महत्वाचा प्रश्न. मला असं वाटतं हा एक प्रश्न ऐकून मला जे सगळ्यात जास्ती मनात येत आहे द लॅक ऑफ रिलेशनशिप काउन्सिलिंग इन आवर कंट्री. देर इज नो सच थिंग एज रिलेशनशिप काउन्सिलिंग. आणि जर असेल तरी असं असतं की एकदा प्रॉब्लेम झाल्यानंतर मग आम्ही काउन्सिलिंगसाठी जातो. प्रॉब्लेम नाही व्हायला पाहिजे ह्यासाठी काय करायचं. There are few who go for marriage counseling, but then what about other relationships? If I'm not looking for a marriage, but I'm looking for a good intimate relationship, what about the other core important relationships also? Like specifically pertaining to the LGBTQ groups as well. You know, there is so much of restriction when people are, they feel they're not even been accepted. So whom should they go and talk to? So there are a lot of restrictions. That is one group. Another group is, I still want to explore. And guys, there's no harm. You cannot, I am saying this again, relationship is not 2-minute instant noodle. It doesn't happen like that. You have to invest, you have to work. This is important. And for that reason, it's very, very crucial to understand that, I have to have a clear understanding of certain things. So explore things. So I want to explore. Then where should I go and get my counseling done? So I think this one very, very important question that Mrunal has asked, I think this will help. First, very, very important thing, read 2 things. I will help you, or I will tell you that you can really do. There are 2 very, very good psychologists, I think, who have extensively worked and said about this relationship. One is Eric Berne, who has spoken about the 3 ego states every individual has. So all of us, we have 3 ego states. One is a parent, one is an adult, and one is a child. आपल्या सगळ्यांमध्ये ना डेली बेसिसवर हे तिन्ही इगो सिस्टम्स काम करतात. At times I'm a parent. I'm judgmental. I am rule abiding, or I'm overprotective. At times I'm an adult. I'm understanding. I talk about equality. I talk about reality. I talk about facts. And at times I'm a child. I don't want to listen to anything. I want you to do this. So I'll give you an example. So in a relationship, at times, a husband can be a parent. That no, you have to do this. This is very important for us. You have to save money. We need to buy a new house and you have to do it. So I have made this rule. This is the amount of money which you should be spending. Example. Adult, I know that we should be doing this. We have to spend for a new house. But let's do one thing. You can have a stipulated amount. You decide. I will also decide for myself. And we will not cross the limit. And child, I don't know what, but I want to spend. You do what you want to do. So this is how it happens. And there's an interplay of these in every individual. Every time being an adult is problematic. Not everybody can do it. It's too much consuming for me to always be understanding. First of all, have that self-compassion. You can't be always perfect. When we were born, we have signed no pact with God that I will be perfect everywhere. No, you cannot be, and that's absolutely okay. You can be a parent at times, you can be an adult at times, and bindas, you can be a child at times. Just be okay. Have a good interplay of that. And so at times you can have the impulse of saying, no, I want it now, but then have good times where you are understanding, where you are giving, where you are okay with the other person doing what they want. It cannot be you always in a relationship. It has to be right balance. Second important thing of love language is, uh, what kind of affection the other person is demanding from you. So there are few who would want care. There are few who will want time. There are few who would require more of physical love. There are few who will want you to, give gifts or something as surprises. Know the language of your partner very well. So this really helps a person. Once you try and understand the language, what is your partner wanting, requiring at that time? And see, this is not difficult. Some people may feel, okay, हेच करायचं का दिवसभर, आता हे पाहिजे, तेव्हा ते पाहिजे. But see, if you really want a good relationship, and both of you, you have to know each other's love language. So there are few who will only want time. That, okay, you bring me so many gifts, you give me expensive gift, you give me, or we have a good physical relationship, but then you don't give me time. Problem will be there. Communication. I don't want anything but a good communication time. That is important. Somebody will be like, okay, you communicate with me. He communicates, he talks to with me or very often. We have good time, but he never gave me surprises. I see my friends, they always get bouquets or some gifts or some random thing coming, and I never get it. See, there is no good and bad in, your desires like these or your love language like these. We can always want something or the other in terms of we are human beings. This is how a relationship grows. So important is I know the love language of my partner, and then, as Brunal said, invest in I. Think about I. What can I do to make this better? How can I change and not nag all the time? You always want this. You always want attention. I cannot do it. What's the harm? Okay, let's talk. We'll decide. Surely, I have a lot of work today. Can we do it in the evening later time? Will it be okay if we spend some time in having lunch together? Think about it, you know? And next time, when impulsively you're supposed to give an answer, because there's a lot of guilt inside, especially to men I've seen. There's a lot of guilt because they're not able to give time at times, or then even with females, like I think quite good number of females also, they're not able to give time, or they know that it isn't working well. So the defense is anger. The defense is irritation and frustration. So just put that aside. Don't use it. Raise your bar rather than raising the other person's bar. You raise your bar. That I won't get irritated. I won't get frustrated. I won't. Don't let this relationship suffer for what? 1 hour a day. Think about it. And these relationship problems will stay. You make 40 relationships. If you don't learn the love language, if you don't understand your partner well, and if you're not ready to go ahead and do something for them, this will be a problem always. So I think knowing what your partner wants, what is existing in the partner right now, parent, child, or adult, how do I change? If the partner is having child active, let me be an adult this time. And the partner should understand that the other person is being parent all the time or adult all the time. I should also change. Or they are being child at this moment. I try and be a bigger person and mature and raise the bar now. So that has to be done.
That is so true what you just said. Juhi, let's look at the questions that are also coming in.
Sure.
People. And
ma'am, take it from Q&A first.
Yeah. So one of the questions here is that this is a guy talking to us. I got married to my girlfriend in February 2020. We were and are in a long distance relationship since beginning, but things aren't working. She thinks it is only me who's not giving 100% towards her. We are on the verge of breaking up. I can't answer her questions and can't gather courage even to face her. So, which means that they are married, but they're still in a long distance relationship, and things are not working. Now, one doesn't know. There's a lot of detailing here that is and that's missing to know what it is that is working. But I think people who are apart for a very long time, generally, what would you say that is it too many expectations, as you have previously also mentioned that if he doesn't text you back immediately, don't let your mind play games on you. Give it time, see if we can meet and talk or discuss at one point of the day when both the parties are equally free to have time. But also besides that, what else can people in long distance relationships, or they're so busy working as well, how do you find the time to be together and be in a place of presence which is coming from trust, which is coming from understanding what the situations are and not jumping to conclusions?
Absolutely, absolutely. See, probably I will say that you can surely come for the counseling sessions that we have here. But trying to give an answer to what you said, see, I will just try and answer it a little differently. Life needs to have a balance, and you need to strike the balance, like both the partners. I don't know both of you are working and what are your work timings and other things. So I will just give a generic answer. Your work life should have a balance. More of work and less of life is also a problem. More of life and less of work is also a problem. So please try and strike that balance first. And always remember, your priorities in life should change depending upon the season you have in your life. So for example, when you have a lot of responsibilities at home, we just can keep the work. I'm not saying avoid it, but side. Don't stretch it too much and give more time to the relationship. If the relationships are secured, I want to go ahead and achieve something in life, I can just put this a little, I'm not saying just reject it or just don't give time to it, but that can go a little shortened and I can invest the time here in the work. First of all, please think about it. As I said before, think about it. You have spent so much time and long distance relationship. If at all it has come to marriage, there has been a lot of efforts that has gone into it. It cannot be an impulsive decision, and that I'm very sure of. So when you have bought it so well, so beautifully here, let the small time not affect, and tell yourself that this is just a passing affair, this whole situation, and this will go. Always remember that you have a person whom you have loved for so long. What you can best do is decide your priority right now. Have this clarity here. As we said, that conscious relationship with your first. Know and understand what is your priority right now. If that is your priority, both of you, even for your wife, I would say, both of you decide what is your priority. And blame games don't help. Only thing that helps is genuine efforts. So both of you, what you can do is decide that what is more important. And if this is more important, the first opportunity you get to meet, both of you meet. Even if whatever is the distance, whatever is the commitment, whatever other important things are there, there's nothing that can be more important than your relationship and your marriage. So spend time, be there together. And then first thing that you can do for now is decide that whatever grudges and grievances you all are having, you'll set them aside for some time and have a free conversation of it for some time. Give each other some time to discuss over it. You can sit on a video call like this, talk about your problems, and make it, somehow settle down for some time till the time you guys meet. And I will very openly say this: when you know you cannot work out, reach out for help. Do not, I always say, you cannot sit, or you do not sit with a broken hand at home that, okay, it will be okay one day. No, you go to a doctor and get your plaster tied. So at times, no, when the plaster has to be tied to the relationship as well. So reach out for help when you think that it isn't working. And now you have all the things online, so that should not be a problem.
Absolutely. I think one really boon for all of us is technology. आज आपण Zoom वर भेटू शकतो, FaceTime वर बोलू शकतो, constant message करू शकतो. So we can see each other as well. So I think that's really, that's like a huge plus point for this generation today. Also, यांचा ज्यांचा प्रश्न होता अभिजित, मी तुम्हाला हे पण म्हणेन की anybody who has any more क्वेश्चन्स, कारण की हा खूप एक तुम्ही जेनेरिक प्रश्न विचारला, त्याच्यामध्ये अजून खूप डिटेल्स असतात जे तुम्ही ऑब्विसली लिहिलेले नाही आहेत. सो आय विल रिअली सजेस्ट एनीवन हू हॅज all lot of these questions regarding their relationships, that you can please log into our website and you can book an appointment with Dr. Juhi, and she will give you her guidance, she'll give you her time, and she will guide you through your relationship queries. I'll go towards the second question, Juhi. जर पार्टनर लग्ना अगोदर कॉल करत नाही तर काय करावे?
ओके,
आय एम नॉट कम्पेअरिंग, पण काहीतरी कॉन्व्हर्सेशन पाहिजे ना. म्हणजे दिस इज अ गर्ल हू सेइंग की पार्टनर बिफोर मॅरेज ओनली राईट नाव इज नॉट कॉलिंग हर. सो काही कॉन्व्हर्सेशन नाहीये. सो व्हॉट डू यू टेल पार्टनर लाईक दिस जो फोनच करत नाही?
ओके ओके. सो पहिला प्रश्न माझा असा आहे की इज इट अरेंज मॅरेज? आर बोथ ऑफ यू ओके विथ द मॅरेज? पार्टनरला त्यांनाही आणि तुम्हाला तुम्ही हे कमिटमेंट करायच्या अगोदर भेटलात किंवा बोललात का एकामेकाशी? ही खूप महत्वाचा प्रश्न आहे. दुसरं, आता ह्याच्यात आता करंट सर्कमस्टान्सेस मध्ये आय प्रोबॅबली थोडासा मी ह्याला ऍडव्हान्टेज देईन सिच्युएशनला, की थोडासा वेळ अशी आहे की समोरचा माणूस कुठल्या परिस्थितीत असेल त्याच्यावर खूप पटकन जनरलाइज करणं मला असं वाटतं ठीक नसेल. सो थिंक अबाउट इट. Is the person is having some specific kind of job which is more demanding right now? Are they in a sphere where probably even if they want, they're not able to come up, or they're not in a mental state to do? Third, ह्याच्यावर क्लिअर डायलॉग. सगळ्यात सोपी गोष्ट काय असते? कुठल्याही रिलेशनशिप मध्ये काही प्रॉब्लेम असेल त्याच्यावर बोलणे. तर दोघे एकदा परत डिसाईड करा आणि आस्क, का असं होतंय? कदाचित असं होत असेल वेळेचा प्रॉब्लेम आहे का, आपण बदलून बघूया का वेळ? किंवा some person can be a little introvert and will take time to open up. हे पण आहे का? If at all it is an arranged setup. So this again, talking is the cure. First, arrange and decide where you can both meet. And I will very specifically say, don't confine yourself to WhatsApp communications. हे मला ना प्रत्येक वेळी सगळ्या यंगस्टर्सना सांगावे किंवा सगळ्यांनाच सांगावे असं वाटतं. व्हॉट्सअप ना खूप असं ऍब्रप्ट आणि डायरेक्ट मेसेज असतो. म्हणजे तू आज संध्याकाळी फ्री आहेस का? नाही. दॅट कम्स डायरेक्ट की नाही अरे, आणि कदाचित मी समोर बोलेन तर नाही ना, आज नाही, आज पॉसिबल नाहीये, उद्या करू का आपण? When you're talking in person, kiva, when you can see the other person over the phone also, this is more understandable. So if you feel there are at all some jitters in the relationship, avoid WhatsApp. Call on the WhatsApp, don't message. So आणि प्रयत्न कर, कुठे जर शक्य असेल तर व्हिडिओ कॉल करू शकतेस का तू? म्हणजे जिथे कम्युनिकेशन मधली खूप मोठा पार्ट बॉडी लँग्वेज आहे. मग ती बॉडी लँग्वेज नीट कम्युनिकेट आपल्यालाही झाली पाहिजे आणि समोरच्या माणसाला पण वाटलं पाहिजे की आपण कंप्लेन करत नाही आहोत, कदाचित जेन्युइन कन्सर्न आहे. सो ट्राय, कुठे जिथे तू बोलू शकतेस नीट, आपलं हे क्लिअर करू शकते. अँड व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट थिंग, never bring past. First rule of thumb in your conversation when you want to mend. Second, never criticize. कधी एवढे दिवस एकदाही मेसेज केला नाही किंवा बोलला नाही म्हणून मला वाटलं विचारते, नाही, आपण बोलू शकत नाही आहोत, मग काही करूया का की आपल्याला असं वाटेल की किंवा आपल्याला वेळ भेटेल आपण बोलू शकू? कॅन वी डू समथिंग सो दॅट वी कॅन टॉक? अँड I feel that if we talk, things will be better and much more, comfortable and smooth between us. That's not taken as criticism. So kadachit ह्या मार्गाने एकदा प्रयत्न केला पाहिजे.
That's a wonderful guidance that you have given. There is another question from Rahul, and he says, my wife is 10 years younger than me, and it's quite challenging to deal with the age difference. So what can one do about it?
Okay. Rahul, again, as I said before, always know what you have signed up for. So once you have married, I said I think a few minutes back that interplay of parent, adult and child, that is very important. So kadachit हे होत असेल की maturity levels एका can be little different in different people. Though that's scientifically been proven की मुली ह्या इमोशनली आणि मेंटली खूप लवकर मॅच्युअर होतात in those ways and specifically in terms of these things. So important काय आता ह्याच्यात, जर असा प्रॉब्लेम आहे, परत ते संवाद ह्याच्यात हे जे काही प्रश्न येतात ह्याच्यात भरपूरचे प्रश्न आहेत जे मला विचारावेसे वाटतात, पण ह्या मीडियमवर मी विचारू शकत नाही. पण मी परत तेच सांगेन, हे आपल्याला माहिती आहे की हा एज डिफरन्स डे 1 ला होता. आता त्याच्यासोबतचे काही गोष्टी अशा आहेत ते तुम्हाला आपसात डिसाईड करावे लागेल, जिथे कदाचित तू कॉम्प्रोमाइज म्हणण्यापेक्षा मी म्हणेन जिथे तू अकॉमोडेट करू शकतो आणि काही गोष्टी जिथे ती अकॉमोडेट करू शकते. हे प्रॉपरली राईट इट ऑन पेपर्स, सिट टॉक. अँड आय एम नॉट सेइंग की ह्याच्यात आपल्याला कोर्टात जाऊन पेपरवर असं नाही, पण आपल्याला ती क्लॅरिटी आणणे, कॉस्ट अँड बेनिफिट अनालिसिस करणे, हे केलं तर काय प्रॉब्लेम आहे, असं केलं तर काय ठीक होईल. आणि इम्पॉर्टंटली ऑलवेज अंडरस्टँड, डू यू वॉन्ट दिस रिलेशनशिप टू वर्क, देन इन्वेस्ट. Persistence is the key. Being compassionate is the key. Both of you understand that the other person may have a problem or they may have certain things in their mind. How can we best help each other in this? So that kind of thinking is more important. But again, I would like to say that if at all it is too disturbing, reach out for help. This is, I think, मला असं वाटतं मृणाल, हा खूप मोठा प्रॉब्लेम आहे. काय होतं ना, आपल्याला इतकी सवय झालेली आहे, सगळं असं वाटतं हे काय खूप छोटं आहे, आपण सॉल्व्ह करू शकतो, याला काय एक्सपर्टीज लागते. नेहमी लक्षात घ्या, 2 दिवसानंतर 3ऱ्या दिवशी जर पोट दुखला तर आपण डॉक्टरकडे जातो. 3ऱ्या दिवशी ओवा खात नाही, 3ऱ्या दिवशी पुदिना खात नाही, 3ऱ्या दिवशी डॉक्टरकडे जावंच लागतं. सो इफ इट इज अ प्रोलॉंगिंग, then you need to reach out for help. And there's no problem. Please reach out.
Unfortunately, marriage or relationships don't come with a manual.
Yeah.
If they did.
True.
We have a question from Bharat, and I think that's a point we've not touched on, the question that he's asking, that there is a lot of friction between his wife and his mother. And the wife is menopausing and the mother is old. So sometimes, a lot of times that we see that, when we're living with our in-laws or kaka, kiwa, bhau, a lot of family members are together now, especially also in this pandemic. It's not just the husband and wife and children who are there, or just the boyfriend and girlfriend. When the extended family also is together, that relationship is not just of marriage between me and my husband, but it's actually how to be able to have that that conversation, that openness towards other family members as well. So that, can we talk about relationships when you are living with a larger family? How does one balance or make that equilibrium happen, like what Bharat is asking?
Yes. Again, very, very complicated, but situation. Bharat, first I want to tell you one thing. Always remember, these things, you're not the only one who's going through. So, it immediately gives us a relief that there are a lot of people who are under the situation, but then are able to come out of it or able to solve it. See, there are two things. There are two very intimate relationships. You can't weigh one over the other. Both are important. And I understand the dilemma when you have both approach and you don't know how to go where. See, stop taking sides first. First, very important thing is, you let these two persons deal with themselves. You come out and have a clear dialogue in the family that if this is a situation, don't both of you, if you come to me with an idea that you just want to open up and free up your heart in talking about the other person, more than welcome. You can come and talk, but then I cannot give you a solution over this, because now it's a pretty long time. When you say you're in a relationship and considering the age and other parameters, it's a long time. So I cannot provide solution, and I will not be able to take sides every time. In certain situations, it's okay. And I'm very sure if we talk, or probably I have more information, I can help you where you can intervene and where you cannot. But in general, प्रयत्न करा की तुम्ही जाऊन किंवा तुम्ही मध्ये जाऊन दोघांना सोल्युशन देण्याची वेळ आली नाही पाहिजे. त्यांना स्वतःना पहिलं डील करायला सांगा. दुसरं, इफ अट ऑल देर आर लॉट ऑफ इमोशनल चॅलेंजेस जर होत असतील, ओके, सो आता ह्याच्यात गरज काय कशाची आहे? कंपॅशनेट असायची. यू हॅव टू बी व्हेरी व्हेरी मच कंपॅशनेट इन द सेन्स व्हॉट, आपल्याला समोरच्या माणसामध्ये हे लॅकिंग्स आहेत तरी मला त्या माणसाला एक्सेप्ट करून मी बेस्ट कसा डील करू शकतो याचा विचार केला पाहिजे. बोथ दी अँगल्स, बोथ द साइड्स, both of them are vulnerable. But more than anything else, I'll tell you one thing. First, watch out for your own mental health. I said this before also. I cannot give something that I don't have. So if I don't have peace, I cannot give peace. If I'm not happy, I cannot pass this on to others. So first, be very sure that you be okay. You are not too much affected with this. If at all there are a lot of issues, I told you, initial, primary, this thing is, you cannot be a solution to everything that has to go. Make communication easy. Set certain rules. Set certain things that ABCD, see, you have to do, EFGH, you have to do. Only then, and if at all we want to have a peaceful environment, because the kids are affected, other members in the family, they're affected. So that has to be taken care of. And other things, प्रोबॅबली कदाचित आपण पर्सनली बोलू किंवा काउन्सिलिंग सेशन मध्ये बोलू तर नक्कीच मी जास्ती मदत करू शकणार.
बरोबर. Juhi, I think I'm just observing from all the questions that we are getting की असे प्रश्न एखादा कोणी विचारतो पण त्याचे डिटेल्स अवेलेबल नसतात. म्हणजे गाईज हे तुमच्या सगळ्यांसाठी पण आहे. तुम्ही जो प्रश्न विचारता ते नक्कीच आय कॅन रिअली फील की यू ऑल वॉन्ट, यू डेस्परेटली सीकिंग फॉर अ सोल्युशन, यू वॉन्ट टू हेल्प युअर सेल्फ, यू वॉन्ट टू हेल्प युअर पार्टनर, यू वॉन्ट टू हॅव अ बेटर, हॅपियर, मोर जॉयफुल फॅमिली लाईफ. पण असे जे प्रश्न असतात ना त्याच्यामध्ये अजून खूप खोलात जाऊन त्याचे डिटेल्स अजून बरेच असतात जे ऑब्व्हियसली इथे लिहिणं शक्य नाहीये. मग मी तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना सांगेन की आमच्या वेबसाईटचे डिटेल्स तुम्हाला आहेत. जुही इज आवर काउन्सलर, डॉक्टर जुही. You can book an appointment with her from our website. And all of these questions, she'll be able to guide you very specifically with knowing all the details with what you are going through. Naita, it just becomes a very generic, and I think she's given a lot of important advice for all of us in terms of communication, having empathy, having boundaries, being able to talk. So आपल्याला बराचसा खूप शिकायला मिळालं आहे डॉक्टर जुही कडनं. मी सगळ्यांना रिक्वेस्ट करीन की अजून खूप काही स्पेसिफिक पर्सनल क्वेश्चन्स असतील तर प्लीज गेट इन टच विथ अस, कॉल अस. आमचा नंबर आहे आमच्या वेबसाईट वरती, आम्हाला कॉल करा तुम्हाला जर का काही प्रॉब्लेम आला तर, अँड वी विल गेट बॅक टू यू अँड वी विल बी एबल टू हेल्प यू कनेक्ट विथ डॉक्टर जुही अँड रिअली फाइंड अ सोल्युशन टू ऑल द प्रॉब्लेम्स that you are having currently. So I think Dr. Juhi, that's the best way to go, because as a general questions it's very difficult to really give a solution not knowing everything else. So with this I think let's bring our conversation to an end. आपण परत एकदा पुन्हा एका स्पेसिफिक विषयावरती अजून खोलात जाऊन आपण बोलूया. आणि I would like to thank Dr. Juhi. They are खूप busy असतात. From the bottom of my heart, from Sakar Media Group, thank you for coming, for giving your time. And I think with all of us, everybody has learned so much, including me, that it helps you understand ki kai principles of a relationship are the same. It comes to a spouse, an in-law, a friend, a child, and having good open communication is one of the very strong pillars of having a good relationship, is being able to express and talk. And anything further than this, guys, we are all there. We are always there to support you, to help you in your need and in your times of crisis. So please do get back to us. Thank you everyone. Sagryanna shaniwari sagyani वेळ काढून सगळे आलात. Thank you so much. Thank you, Juhi. Hope to see you soon.
You're welcome.
On our website as well. Thank you for giving us such clear insights.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Our relationships and our lives. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Thank you for.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.